I had a question today about action. Action coming from the benefit of open intelligence versus from data, and how to know the difference in a moment, and how to have more of my actions be from the influence of open intelligence.
Yes, that's a great question. That was something that I had that question also quite a long time, I feel. Just out of the care of wanting, I noticed that I really wanted to act from a good place, beneficial open intelligence. And especially when you have certain responsibilities with people, or simply within family and friends, right? It's just wherever we are. So that's why that kind of question lingered for me. But what I'll roll it now up from or go back to the 12 empowerments there, because also just sharing that you well, not you on empowerment 9 is basically an action empowerment, call it like that, basically meaning that going through the empowerments, well, from 1, but 4, 5, and I think you're there, right?
At 5, yeah.
5, and then 6 and 7 have a very supportive effect on grounding into open intelligence, right? After we see everything that is difficult or challenging, or all the belief systems, which is 4, and 5, sharing them, right? And recognizing the effect of them. And then so 8 and 9 moves more into, again, well, how am I actually avoiding open intelligence when I'm in relationship, when I'm, needing to make decisions and are in situations that require something of me, action, for example, or when do I actually know to act? Or because relying on open intelligence, resting as open intelligence, sometimes we might think, and I'm a bit responding more broadly right now, but we might think we shouldn't act, right? We should just like rest and everything's okay or something like that. It would be an extreme, right? And sometimes this might be exactly the right response. So how do we know? Or then if we respond, that we are not like totally wrapped up in our data. And sometimes it might look like it. Actually, it's exactly the right response, right? So then you second guess yourself. Wow, that's really. So how do you know? How do I know? Initially, there will be always this question, because, like you think you're resting, but then you doubt yourself. So this will be also, it's something that comes up, right? It's like, where's the confidence in open intelligence, knowing that we are relying on open intelligence, because data are wisdom. So it's not that no data are there. They could be all fully there, like with it's like dynamic energy. And then knowing that to make a decision, and knowing that that is an action we are taking, and it's from open intelligence. Well, all data are of open intelligence, first of all. But then, yes, we can be totally wrapped up in anger. And then the benefit of all is one of and that's also a concept that, that you could debate. So thinking about it will potentially not support your question. It's like you'll know. You know that you're relying on open intelligence, and you know this is the right decision. Other people might think, well, you're acting from anger, or you're doing this and that, but you'll know. But also what is obvious is that there's a beneficial intent. There's the benefit of all. that can be debated with a mind that is thinking about it, but that is what instinctively becomes more and more obvious, that that the benefit of all is instinctively considered in that moment of acting, which includes yourself too. So I'm not sure, Jan, if you wanted to say something there. So
yeah, I guess my I'm in a project right now that requires a lot of action, and I want to move forward with, yeah, best intention. Let me put it that way. And yeah, and it feels really hard right now to determine whether I should move forward with an action or not, because there might be some uh, high high anxiety or high wanting going on, which doesn't seem like open intelligence to me. Um, and so I'll take a short moment, relax. But then there have been days where I've been kind of choosing to not move forward unless I feel calm and confident about the moving forward. And there have been days where I don't move forward and take action because of that, because I just keep coming up against the wall of kind of like a have to energy. And I don't know if that's the right way to make a decision about whether to take action or not right now. Because it seems to me, if I'm living from open intelligence, I should be calm. I should be, um, yeah, calm, peaceful.
well, I think what you just shared is really, really good, because it unless there's a deadline or something, right? The urgency of making a decision and all the hope and fear are data. So not deciding can be a powerful and important decision. And resting, you don't necessarily have to feel calm, but you are definitely clear on you don't want to be at the whim of hope and fear, anxiety, and like all the fearful data that come up when you make this decision or move forward, and the fear that something else will happen. So these kinds of data, it's good when you have the opportunity in this project to let it come up and rest and feel calm. Yes, you might not feel calm, but like letting it be as it is. This can be helpful. So this is part of making decisions. I often, if it's not clear, it's not clear. That's not open intelligence, it's just not clear.
I guess I'm hoping for kind of moving forward intuitively. That to me, that points to open intelligence being that I'm accessing open intelligence.
Yeah.
And is that am I just making that up, or is that a valid decision-making point, whether to move forward with an action?
Yeah, that is valid. Sometimes we don't have, sometimes there is a time restriction, and then nothing feels right, and we take a decision. But yes, when there is no urgency, which usually is based on data, but sometimes it's a time, a deadline, then we don't need to take a decision. If there's that's also data that we need to take a decision or need to move forward quickly. And it you can rely on your intuition. Now, intuition is, sometimes there's just knowing. okay, I can move forward. Oh, this is clear. Or sometimes it's just not clear and you are taking a decision. Right? So the intuition could be an idea as well, but yes, ultimately, I think you're on the right track there, just allowing yourself to move forward and rely on your instinctive intuition, knowing, and allow for that, right? It might be a bit uncomfortable or a new way of doing things.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm running up against is that um I have deadlines set for myself with
Mm,
this.
right.
And to not and I'm afraid that I'll just sit and
Never
short moment
decide.
my life away here and not
Yeah.
accomplish anything. So I guess that's the fear I'm running up against
Yeah.
is I want to live intuitively. I want to live from open intelligence, but uh, uh, life still needs to be lived. Life still needs things need to be gotten done. So I guess I am running up against a fear of um, not sticking to a self-imposed deadline. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So I guess I'll just do short moments around that deadline and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Thanks.
Mhm.